The hall carried subtle notes of woody incense as we drew near. It masked over the cool, earthy scents of moss and slate that shrouded our partially underground oasis of Odran, which was located within a deep crevice in the earth. The crevice was shaped like an eye, and the hall was its iris. For years it was called the Eye of Odran, and later shortened to Aodran in the common languages. A few repeated mistakes by some scholars left our home known as Odran. It resembled the name of the kingdom city of Odran, only differing in spelling. In truth, the entire region of our land and the capital kingdom was Odran, but over time the two parts became separate. We preferred the wilds and waters over the city. The moisture from underground hot springs allowed for the surface flora to flourish, decorating our stone buildings with stretching roots, mosses and vines. Even flowers bloomed along the stone paths. Decorative sun catchers were cleverly hung on the networks of roots that stretched from the surface and coiled along the earthy ceiling. The twinkling lights from the sun catchers speckled the darker parts of Odran with colourful patches of light, making the stone pathway appear like a twinkling mosaic as we walked it. At the widest part of the eye-shaped crevice, where the most sunlight peered in, was a rounded structure of pillars and ornate archways that formed the hall. The hall did not require lanterns to light it, unlike the buildings further away from the crevice's opening. It glowed radiant from the sunlight beaming above it. Various plants and vines had partially swallowed the stone structure on their ascent to bask in the sunlight, providing an organic lattice to protect anyone within the hall from the sun's intense gaze. At the northern edge of the crevice, a wide stretch of waterfalls poured into a spring below. Over time, the water carved its way into the ground, making a web of underground caves. The mist kept everything watered, and most grew their food on their rooftops. To outsiders, our home looked neglected and unkempt, with how much overgrowth had claimed it. But we welcomed the wandering roots always.